Rain lashes against the window panes of the professor's modest apartment. The professor, a woman in her 40s with a hint of desperation in her eyes, sits huddled over her desk, surrounded by stacks of papers and books. It had been months since she had first laid eyes on him. Jennifer's boyfriend, Tommy. Something about him had struck a chord deep within her, igniting a fire that burned brighter with each passing day. The professor, consumed by her obsession, fiercely determined, begins planning her elaborate schemes. Tommy enters the professor's apartment, cautious, yet curious. The professor, filled with hope and anticipation, locks the door behind them. Tommy, I can't help myself. I've been consumed by you, by our connection. If you choose to be with me, I will protect you, guarantee your success. But if you stay with her, I can't bear the thought of losing you. No. This is wrong. I love Jennifer. I won't betray her. You fool! Don't you see what you're throwing away? I can make your life so much easier, but now I will make sure you fail. You both will suffer for your choices. Tommy, shaken to his core, leaves the apartment. Tommy enters his apartment to find Jennifer waiting for him, concerned by his appearance. Tommy, what happened? You look like you've seen a ghost. Jen, I need to tell you something. The professor, she made me an offer. She wanted me to leave you. And if I didn't, she said she'd make sure we suffer. What did you say? I told her I love you. I won't leave you. But she gave me until the end of the semester to change my mind, or she'll make us pay. We'll figure this out. We won't let her win. Let's focus on our classes. Protect ourselves from her. Days turn into weeks as the pressure mounts. The professor's subtle remarks, sudden changes in grades, and veiled threats directed at Jennifer and Tommy push them to the edge. Determined to confront her, they plot their next move. Tommy notices the professor meeting with wealthy alumni, their exchange raising suspicion. I've seen the same thing. There's more to her actions and fundraising. She has her own agenda. They decide to dig deeper, gathering evidence while facing more threats. They enlist the help of trusted friends. Tommy and Jennifer discuss their findings, the professor watching from afar. We can't let her intimidate us. We have proof of her corruption. We need to confront her. Tommy and Jennifer enter the professor's office, nerves ablaze. Ah, Tommy. Jennifer. I was hoping you'd come to see me. We know about your illegal activities, the embezzlement, money laundering, and bribery. We have evidence. Oh, my dears. You're just children. No one will believe you over me. We have proof. Financial records, emails, even witnesses. The professor leans forward, her gaze cold and calculating. Think carefully about your next move. You're just scratching the surface of what I'm capable of. Do you really want to see me unleash that power against you? We know what we're doing. We won't back down. It's time for you to answer for your crimes. We'll do whatever it takes to protect ourselves and the other students who have been affected by your actions. The professor looks taken back, having underestimated the courage and determination of her opposition. Very well, you leave me no choice but to face the consequences of my actions. Days after their confrontation with the professor, a new tension fills the air. Tommy and Jennifer notice a change in their surroundings. The once supportive classmates seem distant, whispering behind their backs. No, do you see him? I see. Oh, yeah, I heard. Doubt begins to creep into their minds. Tommy and Jennifer sit at a corner table, their eyes scanning the room, searching for any sign of the professor's manipulation. Suddenly, a message notification disrupts their conversation. Tommy unlocks his phone and his face turns pale. Tommy, I can't pretend anymore. Meet me in my office tonight. Jennifer deserves to know the truth. Who sent this, Tommy? Is this some sick joke? No, Jen, I promise. I have no idea. I would never betray you like this. Jennifer glares at Tommy, torn between love and doubt. Tommy cautiously enters the professor's dimly lit office. The professor, wearing provocative attire, seductively approaches him. Tommy, sweetheart, I knew you couldn't resist me for long. Tonight, we can finally be together. Tommy takes a step back, panic in his eyes. Stay away from me. I know what you're up to. You're trying to manipulate us, to break us apart. The professor's smug smirk fades, replaced by a twisted anger. You ungrateful little boy. Do you have any idea what I've done to you? I've given you opportunities, opened doors, and this is how you repay me? Tommy musters his courage and stands tall against her, untainted. The professor didn't know Tommy was carrying a hidden camera and had recorded everything the professor did. I won't let you destroy what Jennifer and I have. Your lies won't work anymore. We will expose you. The next day, Tommy and Jennifer confront the professor publicly, armed with evidence. Professor, we know the truth. Your attempts to seduce Tommy and frame him have failed. We have messages, witness accounts, and even video footage proving your deceit. Tommy holds up his phone, showcasing incriminating evidence to a crowd that has begun gathering. We won't allow you to manipulate us or anyone else. Your reign of intimidation ends now. The professor, cornered and desperate, tries to maintain her composure, but fails. You think this changes anything? I won't let you ruin my career. The university board gathers to review the evidence against the professor. Tommy, Jennifer, and their trusted friends provide testimony, supported by the incriminating proof they gathered. Based on the overwhelming evidence presented, it's clear that your actions
have breached the university's code of conduct. Effective immediately, you are relieved of your position and dismissed from the university."
The professor, defeated and humiliated, exits the room in disgrace. Tommy and Jennifer stand in the bustling hallway, surrounded by supportive peers. "You guys did it. You stood up against her and won. We're proud to have you as fellow students. We made it through this, stronger than ever. I trust you, Tommy."
"And I trust you, Jen. We'll always stand together, no matter what challenges lie ahead."
Hand in hand, they walk down the crowded hallways, leaving the shadows of their past behind, ready to embrace the bright future that awaits them. The professor, in her house alone, is shunned by everyone, with narcissistic behavior, talking to herself.
"He will be mine."
Remember, the key to true love lies in freedom and choice, for forced love is nothing but the seed of an unhealthy bond.